Hi everyone, this is for my students of architecture. Others can kind of scroll down. Maybe you can hit a like. Yeah. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe the channel and click the bell button. I had been practicing as an architect for the past 2 decades across India and abroad. With my hands-on experience in designing and building numerous projects, I have gained some real-life insight, which I keep sharing with my students of architecture. Well, today let's talk about some vernacular earth architectural techniques. You see, earth building techniques had been around for thousands of years. Since before our recorded history, people have been using the earth to build with. Earth building techniques are nothing new. In fact, they are very, very ancient. Today, we are just having a revival of these age old methods of building. You will be surprised, some 30% of the world's population currently live in homes built out of earth. Through history, earth architecture has traveled all around the world. There is an incredible amount of history and knowledge for us to rediscover and apply in our world of architecture in the projects that we do. Yeah. You see, there are several important advantages of art buildings. These advantages apply across the board. COB, mud bricks or adobe bricks or rammed earth as well as super adobe, the earthen bag system or whatever it is. The raw materials required for earthen buildings are widely available around the world at a little or no cost, like soil, sand, straw, water and stuff like that. Earthen building materials also don't require any high energy processing or manufacturing activities like wood, cement, fire bricks and so on. Despite the cost of the materials being low, prices for earthen buildings are very dramatically different and low in comparison to other conventional methods across the world. Luxury earthen homes in American Southwest can cost hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars, while in India it is much, much cheaper. You know, at the low end of the spectrum, somewhere on the other side of the world, maybe you see there are so many kinds of different technologies that are used not only in India but also in Africa and so on. Earthen construction is perfect for the do-it-yourself builder type. It is more in line with our thought of community involvement in architecture. You can involve the community and the person, the architect can become the person who is the user, or maybe the user can become the architect of his or own house. Very interesting. The material cost is low, and there is usually very little outside labor that he has to pay for. An electrician and a plumber may be necessary for some help here and there, for the odd jobs, but otherwise you can do the vast majority of the labor on your own. If you put in the labor to build the earthen material, then you will see and save a huge amount of money. Yeah. Soil from the earth has proven to be a very suitable and successful building material throughout the world's many climates because of its ability to regulate indoor air temperatures. Earth is a poor conductor of heat, has low thermal conductivity, and has high thermal mass. Earth buildings have been constructed all around the world and they have many unique styles. They tend to be more attractive and colorful compared to the counterparts built with wood or concrete, maybe cement. You know, the plasticity, there is a huge strength in building with earth. The plasticity of earthen material allows the decorative ornamentation and roundness of corners and openings, giving a soft edge, a soft human touch to your construction. When dry, earthen buildings are extremely strong and durable, which is actually resembling that of stone. Yeah, very interesting. Fortifications used to be made with these materials because they were so strong. See these ancient buildings where the Great Wall of China was made of earth. Bullets can barely penetrate a thick earthen wall, and they are nearly impossible to dig through. The strength of the earth walls come from the density of the soil under compression. This density also makes the earthen wall soundproof. You also cannot forget to mention the earthen walls are fireproof. Earthen buildings have lasted intact for thousands and thousands of years. There are examples of cob walls. The word cob derived from somewhere in England, maybe. It is known by some other names around the world, maybe. In India, it is highly used. All of the native Bengal homes, for instance, you see cob walls everywhere. Huh? In the Middle East or maybe the southern or central part of the Asia, it is referred to as layered mud or whatsoever. This term describes the material of building process quite very well because there are layers and layers of mud construction. It is more like a bulk of a mud block which is put on top, one on top of the other, and somewhat like a brick wall, it is constructed. Yeah. Cob wall is basically globs of doughy mud material that is stacked and compressed one on top of the other, and it is a layered system of construction. Cob is combined with clay rich soil, aggregate which is sand, straw which is fiber, and water. The ingredients are mixed together into a stiff dough-like consistency and then can be easily stacked one on top of the other. Yeah. Cob buildings are known for their thick walls and rounded sides and corners. The material gives the builder a lot of flexibility in design. It's a lot like sculpting and shaping a building out of clay more than like constructing a building. So there is a lot of fun in it. Another architectural feature of cob wall is the gradual thinning of the wall as the wall rises from the bottom to the top. This reduces the weight at the top and reduces risk of leaning or collapsing of that particular wall. Another kind of construction, is called rammed earth. It's fairly simplistic building techniques, but it can produce some of the grandest and greatest earthen buildings. Yeah, people have been building using this technique of packed earth or rammed earth for nearly 10,000 or even more of years. Rammed earth had one of the longest and the most successful histories as a building technique. It has even produced some of the largest and the most elaborate earthen ancient buildings that are there. Rammed earth dates back to the time of the pharaohs of Egypt and had its roots in North Africa, Middle East, India, and so on. It also dates back about 5,000 years in Asia with parts of the Great Wall of China, as I was saying. The Romans also used rammed earth throughout much of Europe. Rammed earth construction is still practiced around the world to this particular day and is appropriate for a variety of climate. Another technique, adobe walls. Adobe blocks are probably the oldest manufactured building materials. The method of building is ancient, like that of rammed earth, and has been used almost everywhere in the world, again, throughout history. Adobe, also known as mud blocks, is building block composed of mud that is dried inside of wooden forms. It is somewhat like a brick, but it is not kiln baked, but it is sun dried. The mud used comes from the subsoil that contains a clay and sand. The amounts will vary in every geological location, so it's best to the test of your soil. You can add sand into the mixture if you need. Chopped straw is also included sometimes to help prevent cracking, which used as a reinforcement into that. Those are like fibers in it. The word adobe actually refers to the bricks, the mortar, and the earthen plaster that covers it. This understanding is derived from the Spanish word adoba and may not carry the same meaning in other parts of the world where the adobe is called by some other names. Another technique, wattle and dub, is simple earth building techniques that have been around for many millennia. Today, wattle and dub is found in mostly in various parts of Southeast Asia and Africa. It had its time also in Europe as well, but it is not used there anymore except sometimes for the infill of traditional timber or somewhat frame interiors. Wattle and dub walls tend to be much thinner than those of other earthen building methods. The wall basically consists of a thin lattice with mud packed onto both of its sides. This thinner wall means it has less thermal mass. We can see a lot of these examples in the northeastern part of India. Wattle dub had its place as a building technique all around the world. It also was seen in Europe, Africa, Middle East, Asia, America, and so on. Ancient Mesopotamia, ancient, during probably the times of ancient aliens, astronauts, ancient Mesopotamia, Rome, and many other ancient people use this technique for quick building because of its faster construction. Many nomadic people also use wattle and dub to erect temporary dwellings. Yeah, one of the very first architects used to have that. Super adobe is also known as earth bag building. Is a patented building method developed by Iranian architect Nadir Khelai. It uses sandbags, polypropylene bags filled with soil and compacted. Super adobe buildings employ arches, domes, vault regularly. Although these construction techniques with earth and all have certain advantages, like it is low cost, it is having minimal water consumption, straightforward method, do-it-yourself construction technology, strong and sturdy, long-lasting and stuff. There are certain disadvantages, which is, it is labor intensive. It is having poor insulation value in certain cases, not suitable for vaults or domes in certain cases. So we have seen a lot of disadvantages as well, while the advantages are so many that you actually should be using those techniques. Now that you have got a glimpse of these earthen building techniques, you can begin to think about what methods you can use in your project, starting by weighing the advantages as well as disadvantages of each method against the wants and needs of your particular building in your particular project. Different building techniques can be employed for different needs. For instance, you could decide to build the exterior wall with cob and complete the interior, the non-load bearing walls with wattle and dub. There are many combinations that can be done. Use the system to the specific advantage. Earthen building techniques have been successful throughout history. They have passed the tests of time and have proven to be reliable and practical in most cases that we have seen. The main resource that is needed to build this system is right beneath your feet, that is earth. All you have to do is to learn how to use it. Having said all of that, I strongly believe that an architect will always be a student constantly learning because there is a lot to learn in architecture. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts on this particular topic right in the comments below. I'll get back to you. See you.